Happiness is when your friends show up at your door and you get to spend some time with them. Here do I have Monica Sharma.
And it's a pleasure, of course, always awesome to see you.
So welcome back to this fresh new season of Amber Dazzle. Monica, tell me what's going on and what's up with you?
What's up? My gosh, a lot. Summer has started finally.
Finally.
I don't know where you are, but in Texas, we're loving it. It has finally arrived.
I know, and we had, a long winter.
Yes.
So we were wearing our fur coats, our boots, but now, Monica, aren't you enjoying just wearing those spring dresses?
I am, and I'm liking our color coordination today.
I know, and we didn't
It was
even...
by chance, it's like this in a smart mind think alike.
Exactly. So Monica, tell me, what's new with you? Like, what are your plans for summer, and where would you be traveling and doing what?
Yeah, so we are taking a vacation. We are going to Riviera Maya.
Oh,
so
lovely.
Yes, it's a family vacation that time. So that is there. Then of course we're just going to go domestic in US, a few places. You should have big plans of travel.
No,
you always go out of town and out of country and amazing places.
Monica, it's so funny you say that, but yes, this year I do have extensive plan. We are going to Europe
I knew that.
To Prague, Vienna, and Switzerland, taking the kids to visit a couple of more countries and enjoying some cuisines of the world. So that is one plan, and then I'm traveling a lot for my business, for my cosmetic brand.
That's right.
So,
and which reminds me, the lipstick that I'm wearing and the makeup that eye makeup especially that I'm loving right now. Amber.
You're loving it?
Oh my God, so beautiful.
I'm so glad, and you look so absolutely gorgeous. Why don't you show up? Why don't you blink your eyes and show our lovely view?
I hope you got that.
We're going on and on.
Yeah,
right?
but jokes aside, I think the line is just fabulous. I love your lipstick, and I'm looking at your eye palette for the first time, and it's just beautiful colors.
Thank you. I'm truly
You've done
flattered.
a great job.
It's just that like comments like these, it makes you want to do more.
Absolutely.
Right?
And you should.
And be more creative, more artist, and whatever your desire, your passion is, just follow your heart, right? Don't you agree?
I agree, and you are one person who've done that. Regardless of anything and everything, you have. You're one of those who are going, and you're going to keep going. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Monica.
And
you
people
too.
like us get to come in and
No, she herself is quite a rock star. But Monica, so coming towards our serious side, we were discussing, remember last week on the phone, you were telling me about some of your friends going through certain kind of situations.
So yeah, Amber, I always, I feel in our daily life, day-to-day life, there's so many different types of relationships that we're carrying, whether it's our husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, our significant other, or our kids, friends, and, parents, name it. There's so many different types of relationships. Now, what I felt that I've been hearing a lot, I don't know if, where you stand with this, that people are saying, I am the one who's always giving in. It's always me. It's always me.
Interesting.
So what are your thoughts on that?
But, you're right. I guess it has a lot to do with, I think, both parties in a relationship. So it should not be one-sided, It should be a combined effort of both the couple involved. But you're right. Sometimes it's very hard, for both parties to understand this fact. But what is your thoughts on this? Like,
what I've been noticing is that the person who's saying, I'm putting all the effort and nothing is coming from the other side. I just feel like there are always two sides of the story, right? So we don't know what the other person is, and that was my advice and my suggestion to the person I was speaking with, that why don't you guys sit and talk? I think the communication is like the biggest key in any problem.
You nailed it. Communication is a big gap.
Yeah, so if you talk, you get to figure out where are the laps, like where are things going wrong, and why are you feeling the way you're feeling, and why is he or she doing what they're doing. So communication. But then again, okay, you've done that, and there are times when you're communicating with someone, they're like, nothing's wrong. I'm not doing anything different. Everything's the same. I don't know if you dealt with that, but there are people who just think nothing's wrong.
Yes, and it's very hard to make them understand that if one partner is saying something, it's because they're experiencing and feeling that pain, and they're trying to convey that. And a lot of time, the other partner would shut them down and say, "Hey, I think everything is cool, and we don't even need, or we are overreacting," or the other partner need to understand that if you sit down, take the time out and just listen, and what the other person is saying, and please not hurt their feelings and not try to get in a defensive mode, things would actually work out better in communication. Don't you agree?
I agree, because anytime someone's complaining to you about a situation, because they're missing you, right? They want that attention. So so I think acknowledging the feelings, and communicating about them, and then finding a resolution if there is one. I mean, and it's not always that you were right or he was right or she was right. It's about just maybe there was something that was missing, and just bringing that back to the relationship.
Thank you, Monica. So that's a great thought, and keep on working on a good, positive, long-lasting relationship.
Absolutely.
Tune us next week in our show, Cappuccino with Monica and Amber. Thank you.
See you then.
Hello viewers, and today you are watching my segment Health and Wellness with Dr. Shabnam, and I have an amazing guest, Dr. Rao Kamran Ali. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you so much, Dr. Shabnam, for having me as your show.
Thank you so much for coming. So Dr. Kamran Ali is an amazing person, a great colleague, a brain medicine specialist. He did at medical school at Nishtar Medical University. He finished his residency for physical medicine and rehab at Montefiore Medical Center, and he is double fellowship trained. He did his fellowship in interventional spine medicine as well as pain medicine at the university, Case Reserve University. So Dr. Kamran Ali, we will talk about arthritis today. So you take care of a lot of people with pain management, arthritis, and a lot of other complications of arthritis. So tell us about arthritis. What is arthritis and how common it is?
Yeah, so basically arthritis is a disease of the joints that, the joints, they become stiff, they become painful. It is mainly age-related, and we call it osteoarthritis, but there are many kinds of arthritis, like rheumatoid arthritis. Those are generally involved in young people. So arthritis has become a big problem because our lifestyle has changed. So there are many factors those cause arthritis, and there are risk factors. So this is why we have more arthritis nowadays, because our activity is less. Our nutrition is not proper, and due to lack of all those good nutrients, and due to weight gain and other factors, we have this arthritis which is growing more and more.
So arthritis in general, in the broader term, by far the most common arthritis is osteoarthritis in the public, and it develops and it gets worse with aging as well as weight gain. So you think that gaining weight also is a contributory factor? What other are the risk factors?
Absolutely. So for arthritis, the most important thing is that activity. If you see the people, those are active, they don't have as much of osteoarthritis than those are inactive. Then is like, what kind of your profession? What's your profession? Like truck driver have different kind of arthritis, while people, those are like athletes, they have different kind of arthritis. Then is weight. You have to have proper weight. When some people, they think like being lean, being too skinny is healthy. That is not true. So same way, obviously being overweight is not good as well. So we have to have within the range of BMI. This is important. Then is frequent checkups. When we do frequent checkup, then we see like, are we lacking anything? let's say lack of calcium, lack of vitamin D.
Absolutely.
This contribute a
Very
lot.
common.
Then in old, especially menopausal age, there are like other risk factors. Those can add to that. So these are all things. Those are connected with each other.
So arthritis is, of course, the problem on the joint, but what is the most common joint that is involved, or what is the most common joint problem or arthritis you see in your practice?
So I see knee joint. This is the most common, and then hip joint, and then joints in the hands. We see also ankle, and the most important thing, since we are talking about now arthritis, the arthritis of the back and neck. That is also very, very common.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll talk about back pain in more detail later on. So knee arthritis or arthritis of the knee, it is an extremely common problem in my primary care practice. I see knee pain and knee problems all the time in young as well as in the older age. If you have a wear and tear, plus if you have any injuries, of course with aging this also gets worse. Sometimes they have fluid in the joint as well. So what are the treatments available for arthritis?
So again, since as it's more prevalent because of lack of exercise, because of lack of activity, so the treatment will be same, reversing that do exercise, go to, if you cannot do exercise, you need help, then go for physical therapy. That is most important thing. Then it's obviously weight. We have to keep the weight within our BMI, which means that if you are obese, make sure you have to lose the weight, and if you're too lean, then make sure you gain weight within appropriate limits. That is important. Then is your intake. What nutrition you eat. Is it balanced diet? Is it all oily, or what we see now, fast food or something? Or it's like a good proportion of a diet which includes vegetables, some part of meat, some part of fish, and other things, that is important. And despite all those things, if still you have arthritis, then we go towards treatment options. These are first, as we say, prevention is better than cure. So these are preventive measures. Yeah.
So when I see my patients with a knee pain, obviously I start them with the pain medication. I do X-ray and of course an MRI. And if it is showing some advanced cases, or there's a tear, or there's some joint effusion, I usually send my patients to the pain management. So when the patients come to you as a pain management doctor, what modalities or treatment options do you have that you can help our patients with the knee pain and arthritis?
So the first is we start with slow process, because our goal is that since the arthritis occurred over years, we want to make sure people or patients understand that what is arthritis, what is the outcome. So they need to understand two aspects. One is arthritis itself, one is pain associated with arthritis itself. So when it comes to pain, we do pain management, which is like we start with, again, physical therapy is not only preventive, it also cures in most of the cases, because that's why we do physical therapy. Now, before physical therapy, they need some kind of pain medication sometimes. Then we recommend some creams for the knee pain, and we don't recommend much of NSAIDs because it has a lot of side effects like kidney and ulceration, stomach. So we do that, and if needed, then we do sometimes steroid injections, and also, as you know, in your practice, hyaluronic acid. That this is also another thing that we do, which helps in some cases, and in advanced cases, sometimes it does not help. So this is the pain part. But for arthritis itself, we educate them that, look, this is most likely not reversible, because this arthritis is age-related or due to inactivity or whatever. So they have to maintain now their active portion in physical therapy regarding weight, regarding lifestyle changes.
So when we say steroid injections or hyaluronic acid injections, I know most of the insurances as well as Medicare covers those injections in the office, and you bill it to the insurances as well. Do you see results? Do you see their short-term results, their long-term results? Do they see complete, the pain disappears, or they have to do more and more?
So this also depends. Like, let's say if someone is young patient in 40s, and the first time arthritis, yes, they help really good. But now they need to understand that arthritis is like age. When we started, every one of us, we have to get old, same in our joints. So they need to understand that the pain relief is not going to last long until they go back to the same things like prevention, that lifestyle changes. And if they think, okay, oh, Dr. Shabnam or Dr. Ali is great and my pain is all gone, unfortunately, it's gonna come back.
Yes.
You know, if you don't do anything, it's gonna come back.
And it will get worse.
It will get worse.
So after steroid injection, hyaluronic acid injections, patient does not want, for example, a lot of patients do not want knee surgery. The doctors have told them, or the orthopedic surgeon has told them that you need a knee replacement. Is there anything else, any innovative procedure or treatment that is available out there in the market that has shown some promising results?
Sure. So nowadays, the new things, we call it regenerative therapy. So the arthritis is a degeneration, which means like it is destroying the knee.
Right.
Then regeneration is rebuilding the knee.
Right.
Okay. So new things which is coming are regenerative therapy.
Excellent.
And it has two avenues. One is like PRP, two options, which is platelet-rich plasma. And the second one is stem cell therapy. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, we use those.
Yes, so I know that, I have sent some patients to you and they have been very pleased with the results, as well as I started doing some PRP and my patients are actually showing some results. There are some patients who stopped taking pain medication after PRP injections. Is one injection enough, or they need more than one treatment?
So the thing is this again, that people need to understand that arthritis is not a disease which is going to be same in 35-year-old patient, in 45-year-old patient, or in 70-year-old patient. So they have to see, the expectations has to be, really realistic. So for 35 years old or 45 years old, yes, one injection, all good. But if the degeneration is too bad, then obviously regeneration is gonna be same way. It's gonna be delayed, it's gonna be extensive.
Right.
So sometimes it takes more than one PRP injection, let's say set of 3. And after that, even if it does not work, then we can use stem cell therapy.
Stem cell therapy. So this is how the injections can also help patients without getting the knee replacement or surgeries. Well, that was great, and there was a great information. Thank you so much for giving us so much information about arthritis and knee pain, which is such thing. It's so common in primary care practice as well as in everyday life. And I always get amazed when I hear all those new information and knowledge, and that reminds me of a beautiful verse that my father once wrote, Shabnam Romani. He is a great Urdu poet, and I'm going to explain the English translation of that poem. My mind's open up when I close my eyes. I pass through the light in the midst of darkness. That's all for today. Keep watching Health and Wellness Show with Dr. Shabnam on Amber Dazzle Show. And thank you so much, Dr. Rao Kamran Ali, for coming and helping us.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure. And I hope viewers have learned something from that. If they have any question, they can contact us, Dr. Shabnam or Dr. Ali, and we are always available to answer the questions.
Thank you so much.
Viewers, this is Poonam and I have Krupa with me, and welcome to the Amber Dazzle Show. Hi
Hello.
Krupa, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing, Poonam?
Good. And I'm so excited, guys, to show you some more pieces from my new collection. And actually, Krupa is wearing one of those, a beautiful turquoise blingy piece by Turquoise Touch by Poonam, of course. Krupa, do you like this one, that new one that I've designed?
I absolutely love this piece. I just love it. I love the colors. I love the bling in it.
Yes.
And I love the shine in it. And You want to discuss and tell your viewers what this is about?
Sure. So this time while designing this piece, I decided to just go with a unitone piece. A lot of times when you mix a lot of colors in a neck piece, it becomes really difficult to combine it with outfits just because the designs conflict with each other. It gets very busy. So this time what I decided to do is make an all blue piece in a monotone. So I got this beautiful turquoise piece that I accessorized with a little bit of Swarovski studs, and then I combined some more of agates and some other crystal beads, and then I created this beautiful aquamarine color, turquoise color neck piece. And now because it's a unitone, you can wear it pretty much on any contrasting color, just like how our pretty Krupa today has a bunch of design and flowers on her outfit. It's a darker color outfit, and this piece is completely complementing it as a contrast because it's made in one color. So you know, it doesn't mean like I always say that if you're wearing a busy piece of clothing, there's always options to accessorize that as well. You just have to pick an outfit that has a lot of design and then pick a contrasting neck piece that's made of a unitone or a unique color combination which doesn't have a lot of conflicting colors.
Can I add one thing to this?
Sure.
This is absolutely lightweight, so I love wearing this.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing your piece with me.
Absolutely. So in addition to being a statement piece, it don't have to always be very heavy in weight. So we always try to keep that in mind also while designing these pieces. And you know, Krupa, I have just recently got so fascinated with silver. So this is one of my latest pieces that I have just designed.
Oh, wow.
And this is basically using a lot of silver elements with a little bit of these tassels, and you know, it's a really pretty piece on gray agates. So again, I used only one color and combined it with silver, so you could actually wear this piece on any contrasting colors and it will look absolutely stunning.
Stunning, and it's a stunning piece. I love it.
Thank you.
It's so beautiful.
Thank you. It's got that little vintage feel, but at the same time it's very contemporary fusion, very chic and trendy, and you could really not even spend a lot of money on your outfit and just own something like this, and it's just gonna make you look fabulous.
What is the other piece that I'm looking at here?
And then this other one is basically, I found these beautiful jasper balls.
Oh.
And then I just decided to create another multicolored jasper. So these are jasper balls, these are natural stones. And then this was actually a pendant from another necklace. So I just broke that and combined the two, and out came this design inspiration.
That's so creative, Poonam. You're absolutely
Thank you
so
so
good at
much.
this. And I love these lightweight earrings that come.
So we did manage to, you know, design a couple of earrings out of this neck piece as well. So you could wear it along with it or separately and dress up or dress down, however you want. And so those are my couple of pieces for today. And I hope you enjoyed viewing my collection as much as I enjoyed designing them for you guys. And like I always say, if you want these wonderful pieces, you know where to find me, www.facebook.com/turquoise touch. It's turquoise with a Z.
This is Krupa signing off.
And this is Poonam. Thank you for watching us.
Welcome to my show, the Amber Dazzle Show. I have with me my celebrity makeup artist, Shelly Rana. Shelly, hi.
Hi, thank you for having me, Amber.
It's always such a pleasure to see you, Shelly. And today I'm so excited because you told me on my phone last week that you are going to discuss beauty blenders. So what are those?
So beauty blenders are, I think, the perfect thing to use to apply your foundation.
Okay.
So
you have one here, I see. So how does it work? Like, what is this flat surface and what is this round surface? So how do we do this?
Yeah, so there's different types of beauty blenders. This one is actually my favorite. The one that's like not actually shaped like an egg, but it's kind of shaped like
it's kind of like cut off here.
Yeah, pointy. So what I like to do is I definitely like to damp the beauty blender. So run it with water and
like warm water or cold water?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Just under water, kind of squeeze out all the water so it's damp and it's squishy. So that's how you want it before you apply any foundation. And then I use liquid foundation on here, and I apply my liquid foundations by pressing onto your skin.
Okay, good.
So that's exactly how you apply this. And then this end, I like to use this for powder and kind of going on like sharper ends, like underneath the eyes, On the cheekbones, I like to use this edge. So,
Oh, okay. So I didn't even know like both the surfaces could be used for different purposes. That is so interesting. And how do you clean this thing after you're done with the foundation? Like wash it with warm soap or what?
yeah, wash it with warm water and makeup cleaner or soap and just kind of clean it. I like to make sure I clean it after every application. So.
Now, Shelly, one more thing I want you to mention to our viewers.
Yes.
Like, do you only use it for foundation, or you said you use it for powder? And what about contouring? I've seen a lot of people like trying to mix. Do you do this with contouring
so
or no?
I do. This is pretty much to blend anything.
anything,
So
okay.
when I'm using like contour that is liquid contour, I like to blend it out with that. When I'm using powder, I like to kind of shape up the cheekbones with the other end of the beauty blender. So it's kind of, you can use it for everything.
Oh, very interesting. So this is Beauty Blender, and we can buy this almost anywhere, any drugstore.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So that is one thing. And then, Shelly, what about under eyes? Like, what product do you have for under eyes circles and stuff?
So under eyes, I think, is a very problematic area for most women working, long hours and not getting enough sleep.
Like when they get these dark circles.
Dark circles, yeah.
Although I don't have any, thanks to Shelly. Okay.
So one of the things I definitely like to do is apply a color corrector, which is an orange color corrector.
Okay.
So
and I see you have one here on my lovely table here.
Yes. So any sort of orange corrector, pretty much every brand makes a color corrector in orange. And
Why orange? Because I want to ask you, and I don't want to put you on the spot.
Yeah.
But when I go to any beauty store, I see orange color correctors, but then I also see a light green and some pink. Okay, and I then can get confused that which one to buy, which one would apply to me.
So it depends skin to skin.
Okay.
So if you're worried about dark circles, definitely go for the orange. Because what it does is it counteracts like the darkness.
So just under the eyes, a few drops.
Yeah, just a few drops and just kind of blend it wherever
Can you show our
dark.
viewers this up close so they can understand it better? Okay.
Yeah, so just any orange corrector, and that helps with any darkness. So like you mentioned, the green you see. So with the green, what that does is it's for color correcting, like if you have reddish on your skin. So some people have like red undertone in their skin, or they have some blemishes that are red. So for that, you want to counteract it with the green.
Okay, and what about the pink, the light?
So pink is also used to kind of give you like an overall like tone everything into one color. So that's what people like to use the pink for. But I think the main one that's the most important would be the
under eyes.
The under eyes.
Okay, so this is so interesting, Shelly. Thank you so much again.
Yes,
Love having you on my show, and keep on dazzling, keep on smiling. We learned about beauty blenders, we learned about under eye correctors, where you can get them. And of course, if you ever have any questions, Shelly is on Instagram. You can follow her and keep on watching us on the Amber Dazzle Show. I'm your host, Amber. Stay tuned. Meet you again next week. The preceding was paid program paid by Amber Dazzle. Promotional consideration is paid by following advertisers.